To the millions who visit the Great Smoky Mountains, the sound of a steam whistle is timeless and joyful. But what if that sound carried a secret history? One of relentless industry, global war, and a forgotten Appalachia. These iron horses weren't built for tourism. They were forged for hard labor and conflict. This is the real story of the steam locomotive that built the Smokies, fought a war, and somehow become living legends. At the turn of the 20th century, the Smokies were a fortress of timber. To haul it out of the unforgiving slopes, railroads like the Little River Railroad was established. Chartered in 1901 by W.B. Townsend, the company laid 150 miles of track. Specialized logging locomotives, shays, were built to climb impossible steep grades. Were the industrial engines that carved communities out of the wilderness and fundamentally changed the landscape of southern Appalachia. Just as the logging boom quieted down, World War II gave these engines a new purpose. Dollywood's two iconic steam engines, number 192 Klondike Katy and number 70 Cinderella, weren't built for a theme park. Constructed by the Baldwin Locomotive Works, one was built for the U.S. Army and the other for the White Pass in Yukon. Both of them sent thousands of miles to the frigid terrain of Alaska. There, they hauled troops and supplies for the construction of the vital Alcan Military Highway. Over in North Carolina, the Great Smoky Mountain Railroad operates another steel soldier, Locomotive 1702. Built in 1942, this S-160 class engine served on the home front at Fort Bragg during the war. After the war, efficient diesel locomotives took over, and steam engines were destined for the scrapyard. But in the Smokies, a new industry was dawning: tourism. Visionaries saw a chance to save these titans. Entrepreneur Grover Robbins Jr., who had found success with the Tweetsie Railroad in Boone, North Carolina, purchased Engine 192 for a small attraction called Rebel Railroad. That park eventually, with Dolly Parton's partnership, became Dollywood, and the Dollywood Express was born. A similar story unfolded for Locomotive 1702, which was purchased in 1991 by the newly formed Great Smoky Mountains Railway, where it is restored and thrills passengers today. So when you hear that whistle, you're not just seeing a ride, you're seeing a living, breathing museum. These locomotives aren't cold relics, they are